Are you an artist stuck in a creative rut? Maybe you're in need of some new homemade art to decorate your walls. If that's the case, I have one word for you: cyanotypes. In this video, we're going to be showing you how to make your own cyanotype photographs right at home. No darkroom, no film, and no camera needed. So now you may be asking, what are cyanotypes? And why are we talking about them on a channel about photography? To put it simply, cyanotypes are an alternative photography process, initially used to create exact replicas of things like illustrations or even botanical matter. Over time, however, they have evolved into a more artistic practice to create beautiful blue contact print photos of everything from film or digital negatives to flowers and other miscellaneous household items. But even in the digital age, cyanotypes are a fun way to experiment with the photography process, allowing you to make captivating art right in your living room. And we're going to guide you through every step of the process. So let's jump right in. To make our cyanotypes, we'll need only a few things. For starters, you'll need a cyanotype chemicals kit with your potassium ferrocyanide and ferric ammonium citrate solutions. But for now, you just need to know them as A and B. Next, you'll need some paper. The thicker the better, as I always say, as it holds the chemicals better. But feel free to explore with different weights, textures, or even utilizing materials you have around the house. You'll also need a paintbrush to coat your paper with. For this video, we're using a wider foam brush to create a more even coat. You'll also need a container to mix the chemicals in. Last but certainly not least, you'll need some things to make photos of. Here we're using flowers and leaves, but the possibilities are truly endless in this department. Some other optional but highly recommended items are gloves, a box or black bag if you'll need to transport your paper, and a piece of glass to hold your subject in place while exposing. Now we're ready to get started, but just before we get going here, I want to note that these chemicals will stain anything they touch, and I do mean anything, even your skin. So, unless you want a cyanotype tattoo to go along with your photo, sleeves and gloves are definitely recommended here. To mix the chemicals, we'll use a 1-to-1 ratio with the solutions in our kit. You should only mix up what you plan on using in the moment because you won't be able to store the chemicals for a later project. Once you've gotten the right chemistry, we're ready to coat the paper. Lay down some cardboard and use your brush to evenly coat the paper. However much you want to be developed into blue, make sure you cover that entire area. Any parts not painted will remain white. If you feel like experimenting, take a moment here to get creative with using different types of brushes or only painting some selections of paper. Now, we need to find a spot to let them dry. Cyanotype chemicals only start developing in UV light, so if you have a windowless room, that is ideal. Dry time will depend on the size and weight of your paper, but make sure it is completely dry before moving on to the next step. Now the real fun begins, creating your photo. There are a couple different approaches to arranging your materials and transporting the paper. The easiest way that we recommend is to arrange your subject matter in a light-safe room and then covering it with a piece of glass so it stays put. You can also tape or glue your items down, or if they're heavy enough, just place them on top when you get outside. Then, simply transport everything outside in either a box or inside a black trash bag. Alternatively, you can arrange your subject matter quickly once you're outside in the UV light if it's a simple enough design. So now that we're satisfied with the design of our flowers, it's time to head outside. Exposure times will vary depending on the weather, but plan for roughly between 5 and 10 minutes, erring on the side of longer rather than shorter. A good rule of thumb is once your paper begins to turn a darker greenish blue color, it's time to stop your exposure. Remove your image from the UV light and bring it back inside to rinse off. You can rinse your image off in running water or soak it in a bucket or tray and change the water periodically. Really, the most important thing here is just getting all the chemicals off the paper. If all went well, you should be able to see your image come to life almost immediately. If your image washes away or if it's very faint, that means that it's underexposed. Overexposed images will appear muddier, losing some of the details. Now, all you have to do is let your image air dry, then you can frame it, scan it, or do it all over again. Cyanotypes are a great way to find new inspiration from everyday items or photos. Whether you're looking to add a new skill to your repertoire or just want a fun lazy day project, cyanotypes are perfect for any occasion. But what do you think? What kinds of cyanotypes could you see yourself making? Are there any other kinds of tutorials you'd like to see from us? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. I'm Sam with B&H, and I'll see you next time.